From the top, please. From the top. I just said, don't see the other. The Lamb upon the throne, sing the triumph of our King. Life as a pastor, no matter in what capacity, can be very busy, very chaotic. Sundays often can be very stressful. So what we try to do is on Saturday, as much as possible, get everything ready for Sunday. That means when we wake up, oftentimes late on Sunday morning, we can just get up and go. This morning was an absolute nightmare. We woke up late. We got out of the house late. We were rushed to get to music practice. We started music practice late. Even though it may seem like I'm panicked during practice, that's just because I have to push the band, get things ready, kind of be somewhat dictative, authoritarian during practice, and love. So on a weekly basis, I work, if everything is going smoothly and there are no hiccups, it's typically a 40 to 50 hour week. Now, that is rare, I will say that. So a more realistic picture is probably somewhere in the range between 50 and 70. And that's both in the office and at home, phone calls, visiting with people, et cetera, et cetera. So you put all the hours together, there's a lot. So at times, yes, we do feel overwhelmed. Mostly, not really with ministry stuff, but mostly with home life and trying to balance the two.
Yeah, sometimes everything explodes all at once. Like, there's a plumbing problem, and then, like, there's a crisis at church, and then there's, one of the kids gets sick, and so it's, like, a lot of times, you go through nice seasons where everything's great, and then it's, like, everything will happen at one time. But I will say that one reason I think that, we don't drown is, well, obviously God's grace, but our church family is incredible. So we can hear you, okay?
Thank you for this blessed food, and thank you for everyone. Help us to obey, and you have a blessed day with Bentley. Help it is his birthday. Help Granny, and help all the family. You can help us bless your day with having a lot of energy. And thank you for all the things that we have to toys. And just
Amen. Wow.
Oh, yeah?
How old are you?
I'm 20. Whoa.
So adopting our two children.
One of them was difficult and one was easy.
We've had a tale of two extremes. The first adoption process experience was amazing. So easy.
Picture perfect.
Picture perfect. And that was just the kindness of the Lord, because we had no idea what we were getting into, what we were doing. We simply knew that this is what the Lord wanted us to do, so we wanted to be obedient. And the Lord in his abundant kindness just made the entire process easy for us. Within 30 days of our fundraising, I think we had all $28,000, $30,000.
It was $26,000 for our first adoption, and God provided every penny that we needed within like 2 months, I think. Was it 2 months? Okay. And it was amazing. It was incredibly fast. Yeah. It was incredibly fast.
Yeah. How are you? Happy birthday, by the way. Big old one. You're on the board now. Yeah.
So, fast forward.
Right.
So we decided that we wanted to adopt again, and that was a very difficult season for us. We went through several failed adoptions, perhaps because of the birth mother changing her mind at the last minute. I remember one time being in the hospital overnight with a baby, and to find out the next morning after we had cared for the child all night long, only to find out that the birth mother had changed her mind that morning. And so the medical staff came into the room, explained what was going on, took the baby away from us. That was very difficult to walk through.
It was very traumatic.
Yeah.
that it was a tough season.
Yeah.
And then with our 1-year-old, now 1-year-old, his adoption process was just more complicated because he was actually in the foster care system when the birth mom decided that she wanted him to be adopted. And so it was a really difficult situation. He had been born with multiple drug dependencies and a cleft palate that needed to have surgery. And so he had surgery this past year, and he's doing really, really great. He's amazing and so healthy and just the sweetest personality. And I mean, we couldn't imagine.
He's like a fun,
Any
loving
other.
Winnie the Pooh.
He is like a Winnie the Pooh. He's so sweet.
Yeah, yes. Right. By God's grace, I'll be here for, I don't know, the rest of my life.
The Lord wants you. And
our aim is simply to be faithful, to be diligent wherever we are, and so do the best we can wherever we are. And what the future holds, the Lord knows that. We just want to bless and serve where we are. And hopefully, I mean, my heart's prayer is that it's here at Providence. I love this church. I love this church. All praise to Him who reigns in love, who guides.
Bivocational ministry is so hard. I know there's so many pastors that do it, and we did it for years, and it's just really tough, having your time, because there's no such thing, everybody jokes, there's no such thing as part-time ministry. Even if you're on staff part-time, you're always working full-time in it, and that's always where, his heart and our hearts have been. So it's just, we're so thankful to, be able to do this life all the time now.